The front door clicks shut, a cold breeze hits my neck, my keys jingle in the dark. The porch light stays behind me, grass crunching under my heavy boots. Can you hear me? Hands tremble on the cold metal, my pulse kicks against my wrist. The gravel turns into smooth blacktop, every step gets a little lighter. I slide into the driver's seat. Can you hear me? Windows roll down for the air, 90 miles an hour feels right. This midnight ride heals my heart. The bass vibrates through the floor. Love looks better in the rear view. White lines blur into one ribbon, the highway belongs to me tonight. Speakers push the glass to shake and cool air fills up the cabin. I won't look at the map. Can you hear me? My fingers grip the steering wheel, the speedometer climbs a bit higher. Empty lane stretch into the dark, I feel the heat of passion. Nobody else is on this road. Can you hear me? The subwoofers rattle the frame, small towns pass by like ghosts. A romance stays in the driveway. I find peace in the speed. Together we were just too loud. The mirror shakes with every beat. Night feels like flying on land. One more kiss for the road. A long ribbon of light follows. My heart beats with the drums. The engine hums a steady tune. My eyes stay on the window. The dashboard glow lights my face. The volume knob, it's the limit. A sweet escape starts right now. Can you hear me? Ooh, the highway never seems to end. Everything back there, it's gone now. The bass keeps me moving forward. The dashboard clock reads 12. 90 miles an hour feels slow. My fake grin finally starts falling. A heavy bass shakes the glass. The highway belongs to me now. Midnight ride alone. White paint turns to ribbon light. A quiet lake waits down south. The still water looks like oil. Everything is too calm out there. I keep the windows rolled down. Midnight ride alone. The still surface stays so clear. My throat feels tight and dry. Peaceful air hits my tired face. One tear breaks the plastic mask. The engine roar drowns the sound. White lines blur into one. The rearview mirror vibrates hard. Everything behind me stays dark today. I push the pedal to the floor. My knuckles turn white on leather. Midnight ride alone. The surface of the lake waits. Everything is so quiet and still. The mask cracks in the center. No one sees me falling apart. The speakers hits a new peak. Midnight ride alone. The clear water hides the bottom. Still glass shows my real eyes. I can't smile up. This peaceful drive feels like screaming 90 miles is not fast enough. As the waves touch the muddy bank, it's still night, the sky looks heavy. I let the fake smile go. This quiet lake knows the truth. Everything is finally out in the open. The water stays calm and deep. My chest hits the steering wheel. The volume knob won't go higher. Everything I held just snapped now. The road never seems to end. Midnight ride along, my eyes stay on the road. The mask is on the floor, yet midnight ride is almost over. The gravel crunches under old boots. Ice cubes melt in a paper cup. Tin watch catches the kitchen light. Voices drop when the door opens wide. Everyone looks up from their plates now. Welcome me home. A foam cooler leaks on the tiles. Cheap beer tastes better than the wine. Sand falls out of my folded cups. Sunburst stings on my moving shoulders. The pool water looks dark and deep. Welcome me home. The speakers shake the living room floor. It feels good to be the winner. My name sounds different in your mouth. The summer heat fills every corner now. 3 o'clock comes way too fast. Cotton shirts hit the patio wood. A big splash wakes the neighbors up. Closing to the concrete bottom now. Nobody says a word about the past. The air smells like old wood smoke. Sand grits under my bare toes tonight. The beach feels like a million miles. That party noise never truly stops here. Everything looks exactly the same today. Welcome me home. Welcome me home. Just familiar hallway feels smaller tonight. You watch me walk across the rug. The bass pulse hits my heavy chest. I brought the success you called impossible. The lights go dim in the hall. Cold drinks go around the circle twice. I stand exactly where you doubted me. The homecoming feels like a quiet coat. We reunite under the yellow porch light. Wet hair drips on the tile floor. Laughter breaks the heavy silence now. The whole house feels alive again. Step back into the old rhythm. Welcome me home. Sand stays in the carpet cracks. The cooler sits empty by the chair. It feels good to be back. Silver rings click on the wheel. The rearview mirror vibrates and shakes. A warm breeze hits my face. The dashboard glow turns your skin green. Success smells like high octane gas. like ribbons. Midnight ride feels like a dream. The highway air fills my lungs. 90 feels like standing perfectly still. I made it. The engine hums a flowing song. Nobody can stop this moving car. The winding road feels like home. My bank account finally looks right. Every doubt stays in the dust. Your face went pale the night the room went quiet for once. My watch reflects the streetlight lights. Street signs zip by the glass. Leather seats feel like a seed. I made it. The bass thumps in my chest. The world looks small from here. My tires leave the past behind. Success tastes better than the wine. The quiet road belongs to me. I made it. This peaceful speed feels so good. The endless lines guide the way. Everything is calm and bright now. You can keep your old opinions. The needle points to the edge. The flowing lights never truly end. This moving rhythm is my life. The winding path led me here. Every word they said was wrong. The calm air feels like victory. The highway opens up by volume. Knobs turn to the right. Headlights cut through the dark. The city stays behind the hill. One more mile until the dawn. I've made it. I never look back once the stars watch me drive. My hands stay steady now. Ooh. The heavy door shuts hard. Your keys stay on the mat. The hallway smells like old pine. My sneakers squeak on the towel. I leave the porch light. Cold beer feels happy. My palms are wet and shaking. The gravel crunches under my feet. A dog barks in the distance. Steps turn into a fast run. The gate swings wide open now. Cold heat feels happy. Sand falls from my frayed pockets. The bass shakes the car speakers. A festive moon lights the street. Sunburn stings on my red shoulders. We are celebrating being finally free. Blue phone cooler sits empty. The beach is 3 miles away. Cheap drinks taste like summer nights. I roll the passenger window down. The wind cools my warm face. Cold beer feels happy. The engine hums a love tune. My watch says it is midnight. The city lights grow very small. I do not look behind me. The air smells like salt water. Cold heat feels happy. Sand is itchy between my toes. Jumping in the pool at 3 a.m. This joyful noise fills the car. Everything feels special and bright tonight. Being together makes the world quiet. Water splashes on my dry clothes. The bass vibrates through the floor. We keep our eyes on the window. A festive fire burns on the shore. This holiday never has to end. The dashboard clock starts blinking. Radio plays a familiar steady song. The road pulls me forward today. Hands steady rhythm gets much louder now. Cold heat feels happy, I am finally breathing again. The water feels so cold, your house is far away. Streetlight signs flash on the brick. My thumb hovers over the glass. Rushing crowds blur the sidewalk edge. The screen shows a familiar name. Traffic light turns from red to green. Screen lights up red. You call after 5 quiet months. The live street noise gets loud. I count the rings in my ear. A taxi honks at the corner. My boots kick a discarded can. Screen lights up red. The bass shakes, the speakers now cheap. Beer leaks in the cooler. Sunburn stings on my bare skin. Sand falls out of my pocket. We jump in the pool tonight. Downtown feels alive and energetic tonight. Bright windows watch from the towers. I walk past the hotel lobby. The busy wind hits my jacket. You haven't changed your profile picture. Screen lights up red. The rhythm keeps the city moving. One touch could start a fire. I watch the battery percentage drop. Every person is rushing home now. Your name won't stop blinking. Up red, this summer party never ends. Ice melts in the phone box. My shoulders feel the hot sun. Water splashes on my dry clothes. Oh, 3 a.m. feels like high noon. The speakers rattle the glass table. I still smell the salt air. We dive in with our shoes. The cooler sits by this downtown night belongs to us. The sidewalk starts to hum louder. I grip the cold metal rail. One swipe makes the world stop. The energetic pulse fills the air. I finally slide the green bar. Screen lights up red. I hear your voice through static. Rushing cars leave white trails behind. The bright lights hide the stars. Brown bag, sit by the door. You watch from the kitchen chair. My keys jingle in my hand. The hallway light stays too yellow. This quiet room feels like heavy lead. Say something now. You look through me like glass. One word could stop the clock. The neighbor's dog starts to bark. My grip on the handle tightens. The floorboards feel very cold today. Say something now. The dark highway calls my name. This midnight ride starts right here. We have nothing left to hide. 90 miles per hour feels slow. Everything behind us turns to smoke. White lines become a single road. The air smells like wet pavement. Wind hits my face through glass. One late bird flies past us. The tires hum a low melody. Say something now. The mirror vibrates from the covers up the breathing sound. Your eyes reflect the passing lights. The engine roar gets much louder. We leave the city limits behind. Say something now, the dark highway calls my name. Your intimate space starts to shrink. White lines blur into one light. The bass shakes the rear view glass. No one is watching us tonight. This midnight ride never truly ends. We drive into the hidden deep. Night feels like flying on air. The long road swallows our past. The needle touches the red light. Just corners move across your face. Tension fills the cold seat gaps. Every sign says do not enter. The world becomes a mysterious blur. Say something now. Street lights blink and then go out. We stay in the quiet zone. Don't look at the map anymore. Dashboard clock reads 2. Street lights blur into long yellow lines. The tank is half full now. My fingers tap the leather wheel. The exit signs flash and disappear. I never stopped waiting. Your sweater sits in the back. The radio knob turns all the way. Static fills the quiet cabin there. White lines stretch toward the early hills. The morning light starts breaking through. I never stopped waiting. Sand falls from my folded cuffs. The summer party felt so loud. Now the beach is miles behind. Cheap beer stays cold in the foam. Sunburn stings against the seatbelt. A bright green light glows ahead. The engine hums a low song. No one else is on this road. Everything is starting to change now. One hand stays on the wheel. I never stop waiting. The bass shakes the passenger door. Those speakers drowned out my name. We jumped in the pool fully clothed. The water soaked into the heavy tile. The rising sun turns the sky pale. I never stop waiting. You left your shoes on the deck. The cooler sits empty on the floor. Those party lights finally went dark. Sand is still between my toes. The quiet drive feels like the end. My skin feels warm from the sun. The speakers vibrate against my legs. That summer night is just a ghost. I keep the windows rolled down. The air smells like salt and dust. The window line turns a soft gold. Each mile brings a new thought. The tires spin on the wet pavement. Everything feels different in this light. The world wakes up while I drive. I never stop waiting. The house is just around the bend. I pull into the gravel drive. The engine cuts to total silence. White paint blurs into silk. lights on my shoulder. My old jacket smells like gas. The midnight ride feels heavy tonight. Can we go faster? Engine heat warms up my boots. Your eyes meet mine for a second. I look away before I blink. My pulse drum is getting loud. Everything moves too fast to catch. Can we go faster? The rearview mirror shakes with bass. This flowing rhythm keeps me steady. Volume maxed on this empty drive. We disappear into the dark highway. One more mile until the end. Dust settled on the dashboard glass. A red light blinks on the floor. The passenger door handle rattles soft. You lean back with eyes closed. The street lights turn in a white ghost. Can we go faster? The tires hum a low song. My fingers grip the steering wheel. Sweat pools in my right palm. We lock eyes across the sea. I check the road and breathe. Can we go faster? The soft sound fills the cabin. My ears ring from the speakers. Every line on the road connects. The engine roar drowns our thoughts, so drive feels like a dream. The soft wind hits my face. The quiet bass hits the floor. We leave the city lights behind. The gas pedal touches the carpet. Your world ends at the bumper. Black asphalt turns into a tunnel. The wind screams past the glass. Pressure builds in my heavy chest. A quiet noise takes over us. The highway lights burn our vision. Can we go faster? Empty tanks don't matter now. The road swallows the sound. Midnight air gets even colder. The engine hums a low tune. White lines blur on the asphalt. I keep the windows rolled down. Your old number stays on screen. The highway lights flash past me. Are you home? My thumb waits above the glass. The summer heat clings to my skin. Bass makes the rearview mirror shake. I should just keep on driving. This road leads back to you. Are you home? The phone cooler sits empty now. Sand still scratches my floor mats. Music fills up the quiet cabin. Sunburn stings on my left shoulder. I passed the exit for town. Cheap beer cans rattling back. We jumped in at 3 a.m. Wet clothes soak the front seat. Speed picks up on the bridge. The radio plays a slow jam. Are you home? A light shines from your porch. My grip tightens on the wheel. The night air smells like salt. I slow down near the park. The screen glow hurts my eyes. Are you home? The party ended hours ago now. Beach towels dry on the headrest. One message stays in the draft. The street looks different at the night. I park at the corner store. The porch light flickers and dies. I put the car in reverse. My phone goes back in the pocket. The tires crunch on the gravel. Maybe I'll try again next week. The engine finally cuts the black corner stretch across the paved road. Silence feels heavy in my chest. I check the time once more. The dashboard lights glow electric green. The white lines pull into one string. The steering wheel feels cold and steady. This midnight ride keeps the rhythm moving. The bass makes the glass panels vibrate. I light up about everything. The speedometer touches 90 on the dial. Empty lanes stretch out for miles now. One deep breath breaks the quiet glass. This honest moment finally catches my tail. The highway wind screams through the cabin. I light up about everything. The ink bleeds through the cheap paper. A careful word stays stuck in traffic. This creative spark burns my fingertips tonight. The rearview mirror shakes with noise. We left the truth at the light. Static fills the space between stations. The gas pedal hits the floorboard hard. My jaw aches from that plastic smile. Writing these lines keeps the engine hot. The coffee cup rattles in the holder. I light about everything. The ribbon of light guides the way. Street lamps flash like old film strips. That quiet mass falls on the carpet. The cold air bites my tired skin, but engine roar drowns out the doubt. I light about everything. The pen leaves a dent on the dash. A real song plays on the radio. These deep thoughts find a new rhythm. The white noise cleans the dirty slate. I can't keep the secret anymore. The road becomes a blank white page. I finally wrote a story worth telling. No more hiding behind the painted face. The bass thump echoes off the concrete. We feel the pulse in my hands. The window rolls down with a click. Cool air floods the leather seats now. The needle climbs higher toward the edge. Every mile makes the truth feel lighter. The pavement sings under the rubber weight. I light about everything. And highway ribbon keeps on winding. Only the engine knows my name. This drive never has to end. Ice cubes rattle in a plastic cup. Your boots leave mud on the floor. The room gets quiet when I walk. Those old faces look a little pale. Success looks better than you thought. Keys on the table. The bass shakes the speakers. We find a familiar spot on the porch. Sunburn stings on my shoulders. Cheap beer tastes better in the sun. Everything feels safe and cozy tonight. Keys on the table. The air feels warm and comfortable. Sand falls from my tired toes. This peaceful house holds every secret. We jump in the pool at midnight. The water feels like coming home. A summer party starts in the back. The beach is just a mile away. You finally look me in the eye. My name sounds different on your tongue. Victory is a quiet kind of loud. Keys on the table. The glass door stays wide open. Music drifts through the screen. That same old clock is ticking slow. Nobody doubts the person standing here. This room feels more like home now. keys on the table, wet clothes pile on the chair. The garden smells like green grass, lighting candles by the open window. We stay up until the sun breaks. Every corner feels familiar and true. The couch feels soft and safe. We watch the sky turn orange. Happiness lives in these four walls. Nothing can touch us in here. The bass is still thumping low. The rhythm gets into the wood. Just neighbors never call the police. Laughter flows like the cold drinks. The sun was high and bright. I finally have enough to share. Keys on the table. The house stays warm tonight. Your corner leans against mine. The party moves into the street. White lines turn into solid tape. The needles hits the red zone. My tires hum a low note. Nobody calls this phone at midnight. The city looks small in back. I lied about okay. The rearview mirror shakes too much. This engine drowns out the doubt. Weight stays on the floor tonight. My corner trails a mile behind. The gear shifts like a heavy dream. I lied about okay. My wings are made of steel. We soar above the quiet houses. The sky opens for the fast. Everything feels light and new now. I am flying past your face. The dash lights glow street light green. This drive feels like a victory. Wind hits the back of my neck. The highway belongs to the brave. Nobody can tell me to stop. I lied about okay. My watch says it is time. The air smells like fresh rain. Success looks like a straight road. I count the miles to freedom. The bass kicks in my chest. I lied about okay. The clouds are under my feet. We fly high above the noise. Everything is clear from this height. I left the heavy ground behind. This metal bird has no cage. The sky is my new home. We soar where the heat stays. My wings never touch the ground. I am flying through the dark. Nobody can catch me tonight. A happy song, just world is just a blur. I press the pedal to floor. There is no coming back down. The air is getting thin now. I lied about okay. I'm finally out of reach. Everything is small down there. The wind carries my name. Yeah. The heavy door clicks behind me. Concrete feels cold through my sneakers. I leave the keys on the counter. The song plays from the open window. My eyes stay on the exit sign. Just hold me. Your skin smells like a summer party. The beach sand is in my shoes. Sunburn stings on my it's like a brick wall. Just hold me, you are the only soulmate I know. My world feels complete with you nearby. Tuesday found us at the deep end. The speaker shook the house that night. Water splashed on my white shirt. We jumped in at 3 in the morning. The blue pool lights looked like stars. Your hand pulled me under the surface. We laughed until the neighbors complained. Just hold me. The rhythm makes my hands shake. Each step gets faster on the gravel. I can still hear the bass thumping. One corner follows me down the road. The air feels thick with your ghost. Just hold me. You were my only perfect one. We had a plan to leave town. The sunrise caught us on the porch. Everything felt right for a minute. Nobody else could understand our secret language. You are the soulmate I always wanted. My life is finally complete today. The Tuesday we rode is still true. Every one of my dreams has your face. The streetlights flicker in the dark. My heart beats a syncopated drum. The silence is louder than the music. Just hold me. Wait for me by the pool. The summer never has to end. We can stay in this loop. The front door clicks shut behind me. Concrete stairs feel cold under my boots. The driveway lamp flickers twice, then stays dark. Silver keys bite into my sweaty palm. My engine breathes a heavy cloud of smoke. I never stopped waiting. Fingerprints smudge the cold chrome handle. A majestic corner of rock cuts the sky. Left turns led back to that empty house. The tall grass bends in the rearview light. My right foot stays heavy on the floor. I never stopped waiting. Grand hills sit through the dashboard glass. This highway stretches into a thin white wire. 90 miles per hour makes the glass vibrate. Rising heat builds behind my tired eyes. The road becomes one long ribbon of salt. A strong wind shakes the side mirrors. Pine trees blur into a solid green wall. The bass pulse moves the cold seat. Static fills the gaps between the songs. No one calls the phone in the cup holder. I never stopped waiting. My midnight ride begins at the city limit. The high peaks hide the coming morning sun. So drive feels like a slow escape act. Street lights disappear in the black mirror. A sharp chill crawls up my thin sleeves. I never stopped waiting. These majestic ridges keep the secrets quiet. Grand Canyon walls swallow the engine roar. The steering wheel feels like a lifeline now. One rising sun waits beyond the next curve. I leave the porch light on for nobody. High cliffs stand watch over the empty miles. The majestic range looks like a jagged heart. One grand turn leads away from your name. A rising speed drowns out every old word. The white lines pull me into the dark. Gas needles drop toward the red mark. The tall corners stretch across the lane. My shaking hands finally find a steady grip. This midnight ride has no destination tonight. The volume knob turns until the speakers rattle. I never stopped waiting. The highway humming is the only voice left. Tall peaks grow smaller in the glass. A strong scent of rain hits the vents. Your name lights up the brick. The phone vibrates against my palm. A distant party thumps below us. Cool gravel shifts under my boots. We left the beach hours ago. The summer air feels heavy now. Bass shakes the metal venting pipes. Sunburn stings across your tired shoulders. I watch the screen fade black. The city looks small from here. Cheap beer sits in the phone. We are high above the street. One thumb hovers over the green. Sand falls from my folded cuffs. The breezy wine kicks up dust. Skyline glows a romantic red. Your picture looks like another life. The open door leads to stairs. Nobody knows we are up here. A crane swings in the dark. The elevated train screams past us. The ringer cuts through the jazz. I count the flashes on the glass. The speaker wire trips my feet. Decision time arrives in the quiet. 3 a.m. feels like a dream. You jump in the pool, clothed, the water splashes the concrete edge. Everything feels light and breezy now. The moon stays above the tower. Say something simple to the wind. The world looks romantic and wide. We stand on the very edge. The call connects with the click. Here breezy night takes our breath. The signal bars are full tonight. Just vibration hums through my bones. My heart beats against the railing. The silence grows too loud to ignore. Then thumb finally makes a move. The roof feels like home. Just one hello into space. The city lights start to blink. The engine idles in the dark. Heavy suitcases line the hallway floor. You lean against the kitchen door. Neither of us moves a muscle. The clock ticks against the silence. Was it enough? Your eyes track the silver keys. I wait for one loud word. Nothing but a cold breeze remains. The split feels like a physical wall. My hands grip the leather wheel. Was it enough? The papers sit on the table. I pull away from the curb. Everything we had falls apart now. One long road lies ahead tonight. You stay framed in the porch light. Headlights cut through the thick fog. The neighborhood disappears in the glass. White lines turn into a ribbon. My boot hits the gas pedal hard. The city looks smaller every mile. Was it enough? 90 miles per hour feels slow. The mirror shakes from the bass. The radio screams into the night. drive has no final stop. I look for a reason to turn. Was it enough? The highway stretch goes on forever. Every exit leads to a ghost. The divorce feels like a sudden end. Music fills up the empty seats. I won't look at the passenger side. The separate lives begin at dawn. I watch the miles count up. This is the end of us. The road swallows the old dreams. Windows stay down in the wind. The midnight ride blurs my vision. Speed makes the world go quiet. Pressure builds in my tired chest. The window shows a faint gray. Everything behind me is finally gone. Whoa. Was it enough? No one calls my phone now. Keep driving until the fuel dies. The stars watch the empty lane. Dashboard clock reads 2. Street lights blur into long yellow lines. The tank is half full now. My fingers tap the leather wheel. The exit signs flash and disappear. You fake it all. I crank the volume to 10. Static fills up the empty seats. Bass shakes the rearview mirror now. The engine hums a low tune. Nobody's waiting at home tonight. You fake it all, sand stay stuck between my toes. The summer heat feels like lead. Cheap beer tastes like a mistake. Sunburn stings on my cold shoulders. You let the truth slip away. We jumped in fully clothed. The pool water was dark green. 3 a.m. felt like a secret. Now the damn carpet smells sour. You watch me dive in alone. You fake it all. The radio plays a pop song. Drums drown out the quiet thoughts. My eyes stay on the road. The window stays rolled down tight. Every mile is a new lie. You fake it all. Ice melts in the foam cooler. The party lights are finally out. You chose to betray my trust. The beach towel sits in back. I drive until the sun peaks, yet stab a hole in us. The speakers rattled the car door. Every word you said was empty. The shore is too far back. I am leaving it all behind. The road starts to curve left. One light flickers on the dash. Music gets louder than the wind. You won't reach me out here. The tires scream on the turns. You fake it all. The morning sky looks pale gray. Coffee shops are opening their doors. I stop for gas and air. moments turn into ribbons. The speedometer needle hits 90 now. A cold wind bites my elbow. You watch the dashboard lights glow. Empty road stretches for miles ahead. Handshake on leather. The midnight ride starts to blur. You are the perfect puzzle piece. My pulse drum rattles the glass. Everything feels heavy and right tonight. The highway swallows the city lights. Handshake on leather. The mirror vibrates with the bass. You were always meant for this. One glance makes my skin burn. The engine roar fills the quiet. We finally look away too fast. Your boots rest on the dash. Volume knob turns all the way. The static hum fades out slowly. Corners dance on your old jacket. The drive feels like a dream. Handshake on leather. Your Tuesday sits in the front. Tires scream against the black pavement. I keep my eyes on you. This soulmate energy hits the roof. Everything makes sense in the dark. Handshake on leather. My reflection shivers in the chrome. You make me feel whole again. Stereo kicks against my ribs. Street lamps flash like gold cameras. Our breath fogs up the window. The bass chord completes the broom. This night belongs to us both. Rear view mirror shows nothing but black. We are moving at light speed. The world ends at the bumper. Pressure builds in my chest now. The needle climbs past the limit. My heart beats for only one. The air feels thick and sweet. Handshake on leather. The morning sun stays away tonight. Your hand touches the center console. You left a blue lighter here. The beach sand fills my shoes. That summer party never really ended. I stare at the send button. My thumb hovers over the glass. Are you coming back? The phone cooler sits by the grill. Cheap beer tastes like the ocean. One text started this whole night. You knocked on my car window. I am still waiting for more. Are you coming back? The next day feels too far. I'm dreaming of your ghost. Salt air stays on my skin. Everything feels bright in the dark. Tomorrow looks like a better place. Water drips from my denim jeans. We jumped in at 3 a.m. The pool was cold and deep. The sunburn stings on both my shoulders. Speaker mesh vibrates against the wall. Are you coming back? The screen light hurts my eyes. The future is a quiet room. One message changed the whole year. We met at the pier gates. I cannot put the phone down. Are you coming back? The sun will hit the porch. I am waiting for the dawn. Your name stays on the screen. We are bright for a change. The next hour belongs to us. The dream is just beginning. in now. Tomorrow is a brand new page. We're looking for the light. Everything is coming into focus here. The future looks bright today. Oh. The music gets louder now. The sky turns a lighter gray. My heart beats against my ribs. I finally press the silver arrow. The delivery sound rings out clear. Are you coming back? Waiting for the morning sun, bright for a quick reply. Tomorrow starts with the buzz.